What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Mika Chanel, back with another edition of Mika Chanel is Just Saying. Tonight we're talking about the Real Housewives of New York City, season number 7, reunion part 1. Okay, you know what? I feel like my ears are ringing. I feel like I have a headache. I feel like I need to drink a little bit more of my wine because these chicks got on my last nerve tonight. Like, all you hear is just talking. Just everybody at the same time is just talking. And of course, the leader of the pack is Heather. She gets on my last fucking nerves, y'all. She gets on my last nerve. I swear she do. I swear she does. Anyway, so let's get into it. Okay. First of all, I want to talk about how everybody looks. I thought Kristen looked gorgeous. I loved the dress she had on. I love the straight, the bone straight hair on her. She looked really cute. But she's the model of the group, so I expect her to be, really, really cute. I feel like Heather looked the best that I've ever seen her look. I loved her. I think it's emerald green or whatever. I loved the dress she had on. Her hair was cute. It's just her whole personality that just I don't like, and it throws everything off for me. Love what Bethany had on. First of all, I love the short hair on Bethany. I like because she's a woman after my own heart. She loves a pantsuit. She loves a jumpsuit. Tonight she was wearing sparkly black pants with just a basic white top, and then she accessorized with her sparkly black jewelry. I thought it was just gorgeous what she had on. I love the hair, like I said. Ramona surprisingly didn't have on any blue tonight. I'm wearing Ramona blue. Why wasn't Ramona wearing Ramona blue? But she looked cute. I mean, pretty much Ramona, LuAnn, Dorinda, and what's her name? Sonja. They pretty much look how they look on a normal basis. You know what I mean? I was just really surprised that Ramona, 1, didn't wear blue, and 2, she had on a very long dress. Did you notice that? Normally she wears more like of a dress that's like more knee cut, and it's usually blue. But she switched it up on us, and I heard that she got real fucked up at this reunion, y'all. I was reading something that the producers were saying. I can't remember what website I was reading on. It might have been realityt.com. I can't remember, but they were saying that Ramona, that's why she ended up falling asleep. I guess we'll see that in another, I don't know if it's next week's reunion. I'm not sure how many reunion shows are going to drag out of this. But, I know on the previews I saw Andy Cohen like, did you just fall asleep? So they were saying that she was drinking so much Ramona Pinot Grigio that she just got really messed up and she had to take a nap. And she had to take a lot of potty breaks as well. Girl, whatever. I was like, you gotta drink wine to get through it with these ladies. I mean, seriously. And like Heather talking over everybody. I didn't really like LuAnn's dress. Even though it was kind of similar. I guess it was like her normal style or whatever. I don't know. I didn't like the peak shoulder. Like it was too square, like the straps. I don't know. It was just something about it that I just did not like about her dress. But her hair was cute. Anyways. So Andy Cohen starts it off with talking to Dorinda because I guess Hillary Clinton called Dorinda and told Dorinda that she really liked seeing her on the show because I guess Dorinda's ex-husband, oh my God, I can't think of his name right now. Richard. I guess he worked on, I don't know if it was Hillary Clinton's campaign or Bill Clinton's campaign at some point. But yeah, so she kind of sort of knows Hillary Clinton, and Hillary Clinton called her up. I'm like, really? Hillary Clinton watches The Housewives? I mean, everybody has to have a guilty pleasure, right? So I guess the Housewives is hers. So I can't see her watching anything, worse than The Housewives. Not that The Housewives are really bad, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. Dorinda was excited to share that little tidbit of information or whatever. So they started in with Bethany first. They showed this whole montage of her crying. Like she, in the beginning, like the first half of the season, that's all she did was cry. Like she cried in every single scene she was in. Like, you guys just don't understand me. I'm so stressed out. I don't have anywhere to live. This man he won't give me this divorce. He's trying to take my baby away from me. And da 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 da. Like she was just always crying, right? Which she even admitted, she was just like, you know what, I may have bitten off more than I can chew at the beginning. I may have come back a little too soon. Maybe I should have waited and came back next season or something like that because, she's still in the middle of this divorce. This divorce has been going on, she said, for like over 3 years. I don't even think they were like together for 3 years, which is it just amazes me. I mean, I don't even understand how divorces can drag on for this long. Like, what is going on? but she was saying she couldn't really talk about like all of the details. But then Carole kind of chimed in and was just kind of saying like, you know, she sees some of the stuff that Bethany's going through, like with her trying to call her daughter, and what is her husband? Jason. And Jason just not wanting to pick up the phone and just things like that. So I guess he's being childish. And you know what? I could see it because I saw him from the moment she brought him on to Real Housewives of New York on her last season. And then when they started their, you know, their own shows or whatever, I saw him. And he did seem like a little whiny ass brat. He's like really, really close with his parents, which is okay. But he kind of gives off mama boy, you know, just a little bit. So he's like a little bitch. Anyways, so yeah, so he's just dragging his divorce out. Bethany describes it as, you know, she brought him into fame, and now his fame is taken away from him. So, but he doesn't want her to still have the same amount of fame either. So whatever. Hopefully they get all of that settled. I mean, I'm sure it's over money. You know, I mean, he was there. They were married when she became a millionaire. You know what I mean? And she let him like operate a part of her company or whatever. But I am sure Bethany's a smart businesswoman. I'm sure they had some kind of prenup or something, right? Even though she didn't have a lot of money, but you know, she was on her way to making a lot of money. And I'm sure that hopefully she protected herself in that way. So I don't really know what's going on. Anyway, so we're not going to speculate anymore. The thing about it is that Andy was like, were all of you ladies excited that Bethany was coming back? Sonja's like, yes. Ramona's like, yes. And LuAnn kind of like nods her head. And then Heather is like, I don't remember it like that. And as soon as Heather said that, the look on LuAnn's face was like she knew what Heather was going to say, right? And Heather was like, LuAnn, you made a toast saying that we were going to bring Bethany down. You know what I mean? And we all toasted with you because we didn't really know Bethany. Not like, I guess like Ramona and Sonja and Ramona and Sonja weren't there. So I think it was LuAnn, Carole, Heather, and Kelly Ben-Simone, the one that used to be on the show, the crazy psycho ass one. Yeah, her. The one that says she doesn't eat unhealthy and doesn't eat junk food, but yet she slams down gummy bears and says it's okay because it's fun. Whatever. Yeah, her. Anyway, so the look on LuAnn's face, she knew what Heather was going to say, right? And so when Heather said it, LuAnn's like, I don't remember that. Well, LuAnn, your face told it all. As soon as Heather opened her mouth and was like, well, no, that wasn't true. Everyone wasn't excited to see Bethany come back. You know what I'm saying? You saw it all over LuAnn's face that she knew what Heather was about to say. So we know that it was true. And I mean, Bethany used to call her a drag queen. So maybe she didn't want Bethany to come back on the show. Like Bethany called her like a drag queen. Remember the time when Bethany was riding around in the skinny girl car, and I think they went and met at like a bar or something, and she was like, why are you riding around the skinny girl car? She's like, if I have, you know what I'm saying, like a Gucci belt or I don't know, something like that. She was like, I wouldn't just have like the name all over it. And Bethany's like, that's the point, you dumb drag. You remember that? It was funny. But that's like around the time that Bethany was, be pregnant. But I don't think at that time she knew she was pregnant. So, you know, your hormones are crazy in the beginning of the pregnancy, all throughout the pregnancy. Just being a woman in general, the hormones are crazy. But when you're pregnant, they're just heightened. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that was the funniest thing in the world. And then I don't know why that made me think about the time that Bethany and LuAnn, they did something. I think they went on like a weekend trip or something together. And Bethany was like upset that LuAnn was making her pay for everything. And LuAnn was like, well, you're the one that invited me, so you need to pay. And Bethany's like, well, if we go diamond shopping, am I going to be the one that has to pay for the diamonds if I invite you or whatever, you know? I don't know. I don't know why. It just made me think about that. But anyways, I just feel like like Bethany said, she's taking that with a grain of salt. I took that with a grain of salt too, because, you know, once somebody leaves the show and then they come back, I can see how the cast members that were still there, you know what I mean, kind of feel a certain kind of way about that. Like, you know, what's up with this bitch? Why is she coming back? You know, I can understand that. So Bethany didn't think too much about it, and she didn't, but the whole drag queen stuff was hilarious. So why does everybody call it that? I think Ramona called her LuAnn or something at some point. Like, why are you always messing with LuAnn? She does have a kind of a deep voice or whatever. She's tall, but I mean, there's a lot of tall ladies. You know, she clearly is not a man. She's had 2 kids. You know, whatever. Anyways, but you know what? Heather, she is so annoying to me. Like, she won't shut the hell up. She keeps cutting everybody off. Bethany can't talk. Carole can't talk. Sonja can't talk. LuAnn can't talk. Kristen never talks, so it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? And Ramona's over there, you know, she's feeling her little Pinot Grigio over there, so she's kind of laid back in the cut, like sitting back. Like, I hope they don't say anything to me right now, because I want to feel this buzz, okay? But Heather, oh my God, it's like, shut up. Even when nobody's talking to her, she's talking. She's butting in on stuff that has nothing to do with her. You know what I mean? Just like, ugh. Like, that's why Bethany didn't like you in the beginning, because you just don't know when to shut up and when to just leave well enough alone. It's not, sometimes it's not even about you, Heather, but she just feels like, I think she's just one of them people that likes to hear themselves talk or something, you know? And that's probably why she married the man that she married. Oh, that was really nasty, excuse me. That's what I get for talking about people. I'm burping all out and stuff. I'm sorry, you guys. That was so unladylike. Anyways, but that's probably why she married the man she married, because he doesn't seem that to be like a very talkative person. He doesn't seem like the type of person that's going to stand up to her. You know what I mean? Because type A personalities probably don't attract other type A, aren't attracted to other type A personalities as far as a mate. And Heather definitely has a type A personality. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so she was just getting on my last fucking nerves tonight. They kind of all were, but Heather more so than any of them. And then they talked about, I don't want to go through like everything they talked about, because it's just pretty much rehashing all the stuff that I've talked about on my blogs throughout the season. But they went on to talk about like Sonja and her leaving them in the foyer. I had forgotten about that because it was so long ago. I mean, the season went on for like 5 months, you know? So I guess I remember, I think this is when they were going to Atlantic City. And they had all gone over to Sonja's house, and instead of waiting in the limo, they decided to get out. But I guess Sonja didn't know that they were coming in, and Sonja's interns were confused and was like, well, she's not accepting guests right now, or something like that. I don't know. It was just something crazy. I don't know. She should have just let them into the living room or whatever. They were cold in the foyer. But at the same time, maybe you should have just called her and said, do you want us to wait in the car? Or is it okay if we come in? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I know, like, sometimes if I'm going out with my friends and they're coming to pick me up, I may not want them to come in because it's just maybe a little hectic. Like, one, my daughter's going to be all up in the business. Like, where y'all going? You know what I'm saying? And I just may be wanting to just make a quick exit out the door or whatever. So, I mean, I kind of get it and I kind of don't. Like, if they're already at the door, let them in, you know? So they were just going on, and of course, Heather, you're not my friend anymore. Anybody that just treats me that way is not my friend. If somebody came to my house in the Berkshires and they had a flat tire, I'd let them use my phone. Well, whatever, Heather, that's you. Everybody isn't like you. So you should have called her and told her that you were gonna come in. You know what I'm saying? And then you could have squat, and then it wouldn't have even escalated to that point, you know what I'm saying? And then they talk about how Sonja's always trying to kiss LuAnn. And so Sonja kind of insinuates that she does like women and that she may be bisexual or whatever, which is fine. I mean, I kind of figured that anyway. I thought her and Ramona were too, but the looks that Ramona was giving, like, you know, she don't want any parts of that conversation. You know what I'm saying? So, so anyways, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I kind of thought that about her anyway. She just gives off this, like, you know, this carefree child of the what is it, the 60s, the 70s, whatever it was, with the free love and all that. The 70s, right? Wasn't that the free love era? I don't know. I was born in 79, like towards the end of 79. My birthday's in a month, you guys. Woo, woo, woo. Anyways. So yeah, so they were talking about Sonja, and she's like, you know, of course I've kissed women. What do you mean if I'm bi? I mean, how far do you have to go to say that you're bi or whatever? You know, and they're like, have you ever gone down? She's like, oh, well, you know, maybe if I'm with the guy, I might. And then so they go on and on and on, and then of course they bring up Sonja's drinking. And my thing with Sonja is, I don't think that she's an alcoholic at all. I think that she's like a fun time girl, and I think that she already has such a bubbly personality, kind of over the top. She's kind of like always, you know, just such a positive and upbeat person that then when you mix the alcohol in, it just kind of like, it just spills over. And she sometimes, you know, she can be a little overbearing, and she may be having just a little bit too much fun. She may be taking some prescriptions. She says it's only vitamins, but I don't know. But my thing is, if the ladies think that she has a problem, why are they always partying with her? If I thought one of my friends had a drinking problem or a drug problem or something like that, I wouldn't be around them just passing the bottle. Every time they're around each other, they're drinking. You know what I'm saying? So maybe do things that don't involve drinking if you think that Sonja has a drinking problem. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I know that they're all grown ladies and they're not her keeper, but at the same time, if they're that concerned about it, then stop drinking with her. I mean, it's, you know, it seems just that simple to me. I don't think she has a drinking problem, to be honest. I mean, we all, like, once we party, it just enhances what our own personality is. I mean, like me, I'm like an upbeat person. I like to have fun. I like to party. And when I drink, you know, I get real turned, okay? I get loud, louder than I already am. And it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say that I have a drinking problem. I don't think anyone else would say that I have a drinking problem, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you have to drink every single day. But when I do have a few cocktails, I get turned, you know what I'm saying? And I may just, you know what I'm saying, get up on the table. I may, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, may just do some real crazy stuff. You never know what's gonna go down. Anyways, so yeah, but my thing is, if they feel like she has a problem, then stop drinking with her. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple to me. And you know what? There's mosquitoes in my basement. I was getting bit last night when I was down here doing my video. I got to figure this out. I don't know what is going on, but I just got bit again, and I don't like it. Anyways. So yeah, so they kind of talk about all of that. And then, you know, they kind of finished the episode off with talking about this Carole and Adam thing and LuAnn. LuAnn says that she's upset because Carole's dating. First, she said it was because he was dating her niece. Then she said it was because of his age. Then she said it was because he worked for her. Like, which one is it, LuAnn? Then at the end, she said it's everything. Like, I honestly think she wanted to fuck Adam herself. That's what I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? She was like, oh, but I can't go there because this is my niece. But then her friend comes in and moves in on Adam. And she's a little jealous because she wanted to move in, but out of respect to her niece, she couldn't. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm getting from the situation. I mean, he is a cutie. You know what I'm saying? So I can see that. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I can get from it, because they say that, well, Carole says that he had been broken up from LuAnn's niece for like a year. He did call the niece, you know, to tell the niece that he was dating Carole. So that she wouldn't find out through the grapevine, since, you know, they're kind of intertwined, you know, because of LuAnn and Carole being on the show and things like that. So, I mean, if someone is going to do all of that, I don't think that they're in a relationship with another person. You know what I mean? And I don't think that anyone is that, well, I don't know. There are some people, but I don't think that he would have started anything with Carole, especially knowing that they're on this TV show together with LuAnn. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think he would have started anything if he was still dating LuAnn's niece or whatever. So I just feel like LuAnn is just overreacting. Like, either A, she wanted him for herself, or B, she's just overreacting for no reason. But then again, you don't know what the niece is saying either. Like, we don't know what the niece is saying. She's not on TV, so I don't know. But that's just my take on it. Like, LuAnn, it's none of your business at the end of the day. And clearly he likes Carole. I mean, it's been like, she said it had been like 9 months or something like that since they started dating, which is kind of weird. I don't know if I could date someone half my age, but if it works out, it works out. More power to them. I mean, like I said before, mentally, they're probably on the same level, because Carole honestly doesn't seem that mature. She's not. She still hadn't finished her book. Like, you know, they asked her, I think at the beginning of the episode, like, you know, I thought, isn't your deadline coming up or whatever? So she still hasn't even finished her book. Clearly she's, you know, she's just, you know, she's a fun girl. And she's not as mature as the other ladies are. And I mean, that could just come from not having children. Like, not to say, like, LuAnn, you know, they said that LuAnn kind of made fun of her on the season finale last week for not having children. I don't think that's what LuAnn was getting at. I don't think she was saying, you know, anything was wrong with her not having children. I think she was just saying you don't have children, so you wouldn't understand certain things. I think it just kind of came off a little snarky because she did her little laugh afterwards. But anyways, what I'm saying is, children make you mature. Before I had my daughter, I like to party Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, okay? Those are my party nights. I go to work, you know, half tipsy, or, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, come home, don't want to be bothered with anybody until nighttime. Hey, nighttime is time to party. Let me sleep during the day after I come home from work. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. Like, you know, sometimes you know, but kids definitely ground you and they give you a different sense of responsibility, you know what I'm saying, than just having like a 9 to 5 or whatever. So like I never knock Carole for her lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, because she's free. She's free to do whatever she wants to do, and this is how she chooses to live her life, which there is nothing wrong with it. I like Carole a lot. Honestly, I think she's one of the more honest people on the show. I just wish that she would speak up more for herself and stop letting Heather like run over her. Like, it's like she'll be talking and then Heather will like butt in, and instead of saying, Heather, let me finish, she'll just, you know, go back into the background, you know, and I just wish she wouldn't do that. You know, I just wish she would, you know, speak up a little bit more. And I just wish Heather would just shut the hell up. She said she was going to retire Hala, so hopefully we won't hear that in her opening next year if she comes back to the show, which most likely she will, because she brings a lot of drama in her own right. Anyways, that was kind of it. I don't know. Like, what else went on, you guys? Nothing really much went on. It was just, did Kristen say anything? I think she said like maybe 5 words about the fact that she wasn't upset that Bethany didn't invite her to her birthday party or whatever. Other than that, I don't remember her saying too much throughout the episode or whatever. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, in the next reunion, Kristen speaks up, because you know the people that don't speak up in the reunions are usually the people that get cut, you know, in the off season. So she needs to speak up. But at the same time, I mean, I forgot she was on the dang show in general. You know what I'm saying? It would be like episodes. I'd be like, oh yeah, Kristen's still on here, right? So anyways, I think I'm gonna end it with that, right? I mean, I spoke about everything that is in my notes. I can't think of anything else interesting. I'm already at 22 minutes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and end it right now. You guys, I'm looking forward to part 2. I'm thinking it's gonna get a little bit more juicy. I'm hoping they don't drag it out to a part 3. I really don't see why they would drag it out to a part 3, but knowing Bravo, they might. Anyways, we'll deal with that when it comes. But until next time, you guys, please stay real, stay safe, and stay tuned to Mika Chanel Is Just Saying. Bye-bye.